Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, as you can tell from the title, we will be going over Castor Maritime. Now, this is a company who seemingly has just loads and loads of news to release, and they are just on a roll. This is a company that I introduced to the channel about a month ago, roughly. At the time, I'm not gonna lie, I was not a super big fan of them, but since then, as the weeks did go by, they started to make certain developments, certain changes and adaptations that really did catch my attention, that I have really genuinely started to enjoy from this company. Now, just from the time of that video that I introduced them to the channel, they were at about 36 cents, and they are currently sitting really high up at about $1.59. So let's say all the way up here. So I mean, this is probably before it's even adjusted for what we're at in pre-market. We're probably up somewhere around 270, 280%. I know personally in my portfolio, I'm up about 175%, and it is just keep on going. Now, if you do want access to all of this information as I do get it, if you do want access to all of my trades, my trade portfolio, and all of this content and subjects in which I'm going to be talking about on this channel before I even post them, definitely consider going down to the link in my description. It'll bring you over to my Patreon, and that is where I'm fully transparent with all of this info. Now, if you are looking to start your own investment journey or reach out to a new brokerage, I would highly suggest Webull. Webull is an affiliate of mine, and if you use the referral link in my description, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. This is an absolutely phenomenal deal, and what better way to get your own investment journey started by starting off with 2 free stocks that could be worth nearly $2,000. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump into this information. Let's jump into this news and let's see what's going on. Well, the news that we did get today actually came out about 9 minutes ago, so it's not even on their website yet, but y'all know I'm quick with it. So if we do just take a brief look at the last 3 weeks, they have been going vessel after financing deal after vessel, and it is just a process that we've seen just repetitively, right? They raise some capital, they buy some vessels, they raise some capital, they buy some vessels, and what they're doing is, yes, they are diluting shares a bit, but in the long-term scheme of things, they are using these capital raises to reinvest money. And I know a lot of people do freak out about them doing offerings and doing these financing deals and all of that, but I think in the sense that if they are using this money towards the right things, then it is okay in the long run, as long as it doesn't get too excessive. I mean, whenever companies have billions and billions and billions of outstanding shares, and that kind of becomes an issue, but I would say that with Castor Maritime, they're still sitting pretty well, as these acquisitions that they are using the capital for will serve them very, very well in the long term. Well, the article that we did get, as you can see here, we released at 8 o'clock, and it is actually 8:08 at the moment. So we're on this one, and what we can see here is that Castor Maritime announces the en-bloc acquisition of 2 Aframax LR2 tankers with time charters attached. So as we can see here, this is what these are going to look like. So these are some very, very large vessels. But as we can see here, it says that a diversified global shipping company announced that it has entered through 2 separate wholly owned subsidiaries into agreements to purchase 2 2005 Korean-built Aframax LR2 tankers from an unaffiliated third-party seller for an aggregate purchase price of $27 million. Both vessels have attached time charter contracts with a reputable charter with an estimated remaining term of about 1 year, each of which shall provide the company with a minimum, now this is important, a minimum gross daily hire of $15,000 and have a 50% profit sharing arrangement over such level based on predetermined formula. The charterer has the option to extend the duration of each contract for an additional 1-year term. In addition, the vessels have very recently completed their scheduled special surveys and dry dockings and are equipped with ballast water treatment systems. So these things are very, very high tech. They're pretty up to date, which is a good thing. But the fact that they also did say in the agreement that they have the ability to continue on this contract in the long term, if this first year does go well and they can extend it out for another year, I think that's super important for Castor, as that does provide them with some potential stability for the long term, and we don't want to see some of these things just become temporary, right? If they're bringing them in a potential $15,000 a day of daily hire and a 50% profit sharing arrangement, we don't want to see them lose them, right? So we want to see them hold on to these things for the long term. We want to see these deals and agreements go well, and the fact that they can extend it out for another year or another year or another year is definitely a good thing for Castor, and I do believe that this overall purchase right here is okay whenever it comes to the sense that they did have to raise capital and somewhat dilute shares down to acquire these vessels. So we did get a quote from the CEO of Castor, which is Petros Panagiotis, and he says that as we have communicated previously, we are a company that aims to take advantage of attractive opportunities presented to us as the shipping cycles evolve. Therefore, we are very excited to be entering in the tanker market at what we believe is an opportune time for the sector. While the tanker market may face continued headwinds in the short to medium term, the attached time charter contracts provides us with cash flow security, while the profit sharing arrangement allows us to benefit further should a rate recovery materialize with their duration. In addition, we believe that the diversification diversification of our fleet across the dry bulk and tanker sector provides us with a natural hedge against the cyclicality of the shipping industry. With significant capital on hand, we are actively continuing to look for further opportunities to diversify and grow our fleet with the addition of high quality tonnage. And that's one thing that I must say about this man. He is working fast. He has been on a roll. I mean, as we did see before here, like they have been getting vessel after vessel after vessel in the last couple of weeks, and it's just continuously happening. They are doing a phenomenal job of using the capital that they are raising towards things that will, pay them off in the long run. And I like how he says it right here. Let's go back up a little bit and right here. So it says that the attached time charter contract provides us with cash flow security, while the profit sharing arrangement allows us to benefit further should a rate of recovery materialize. And I can't agree more, right? Because you think if they're getting 15,000 of a minimum daily hire, that means that one, it can go higher than that. But two, that means that they are at least making that much every single day, which is going to be cash on cash on cash, which allows them to eventually, hopefully one day, to be able to use all of this different cash that they're getting from all of these different vessels in order to acquire other vessels, and they won't have to rely so much on doing capital raising events in order to grow out their fleet. This man is making he's making a statement. He has really been working. He's taken this opportunity at hand and really running with it. While the company has loads of momentum and hype, he's using that hype for the best. He's using it to his advantage, and I must say that I must commend him for that, as I really do believe that that is absolutely fantastic. Well, definitely let me know what you guys' thoughts are on all of this. I think that this is amazing for Castor, and I think that they are making some great steps, and I'm very happy to have invested into them when I did. Now, have you invested into them? Are you planning on investing in them? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy today's video, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel. With that being said, I do post on this channel 2 to 3 times every single day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.